Alright, my game's starting. Posted the stream on the page.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. On the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They go to Elliott again. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On second down, Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Prescott from the gun. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
4th and 1 on my 46. I can go for that, right?
13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Just making sure.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A first down carry by Allen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Mason Foster.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this one brought in by Gathers. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
No.
Looking for Baldwin, intercepted.
Prescott.
Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Yeah, I got picked off. It was stupid, though.
After the interception, here's
Big
Smith.
deal.
Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot.
That's got it back.
Across
Sorry.
his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Where when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter. Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception. Again to Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago. Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time. Wide open receiver complete. first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, Prescott. He's going to leave this for a running back. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good
There's
tackling
70-mile-an-hour
on
win
that
in
play.
this game.
End result,
Field goals are going to be
touchdown.
horrible.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past
Not
the
having
20
the,
to the 22-yard
the
line.
kick meter or the kick
look at
thing sucks
Washington as they
right
come
now.
onto the field.
We got
And
7-mile-an-hour
last
win.
time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take another shot here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10, Smith again. And the hit darted loose. It's incomplete.
I don't know what y'all are thinking about with this guy, but he's not very good so far.
That the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the
7-0.
equation.
It should be
And that's
14-0,
why he got
but Dak
knocked away
underthrew Beasley.
Now they face a
Bad.
3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. They find some open field here. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow, he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
Yeah, if you look at the coverage defensively, and this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle it and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
A very solid gain of 27. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And he's got his man. That's Crowder for the Redskins.
My guy just dropped a pick and tipped it back to his receiver who caught it for a touchdown.
Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown of the year.
I hate that stuff.
The Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
That's so lucky.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz.
I just got some BS like he did in the end zone.
Touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hey, let's roll. Now, 52. 35.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. On the crossing route, complete. That's Richardson. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pick up there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, Smith. The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Give me that ball.
Picked off at the 45 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he's got room. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And he puts it through.
It's over, Elsa.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession.
You mind closing out your check now? I'm going on break.
Let's go, 15. Double.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Smith on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty,
Yeah,
but
my
I
team
just don't
sucks.
think so. I think in this situation, the defender is
I'm
making
a little
sure he's got
insulted that you made him the pick for the coming out of the East.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but
Jay made him
I'm
his
happy
pick to
they
come out of
kept
the
that
East.
flag in the back pocket. They only punted twice in the win last
That's what he
week as
said.
he gets this one away. And now here come the Cowboys. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so
Well, I'm
many times
unpumping
we get
it
wrapped
right
up in
now.
the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Elliott, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that'll help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets this down to the 3. Brought
What's
the
up?
power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Give him 2
Gallup.
yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. 2nd down, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Why are you watching multiple games?
Late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
That's what I'm doing.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 20.
I just cut all my vets in because they were crappy
the
anyway.
Redskins offense now,
And I'm just building up the other guys.
onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Smith now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. On first down, it's Smith. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Why?
Randy Gregory. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3
Why does he do
timeouts as they stop it with
He doesn't want to
19
get beat?
seconds to go in half number 1. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Smith. Forced out to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The final shot here before break. Smith is going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Smith able to find his running back, Geis. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be third down. Throwing is Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith.
Tighten up. Hey, let's roll.
A first carry for the rookie. It's Darius Geis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Let's go, 15.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
To throw on third down. Smith. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a Redskin first down as Smith hits Crowder. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Let's go, 15.
Again, Smith. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A deep ball for Dotson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Go to 54. Go to 54. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. As they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
They'll try the air now with Smith. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Dotson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Prescott now on 2nd down. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Prescott down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's stupid.
Kerrigan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Back now at FedEx Field as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do
R2,
so.
L2, and tap square, just like you slide.
The coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiling.
Yeah, you can do that with any ball holder, ball carrier.
They've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Big stars. Pack that tent.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Prescott from the gun on 3rd.
No way, he dropped it
through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side is complete to Reed. They give him a gain of 30.
Yeah, I know.
And at this stage, down in the
I got it, don't worry.
half,
He's about to
like
turn
they just
over.
wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays.
And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by
Hey, Jay,
the Cowboys.
I called it, huh?
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
I was like, what am I watching?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing, Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Crowder now to return. Good block blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now Smith, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Demarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Keeps himself upright. And the pressure gets to him again. David Irving in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Smith throwing on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here's Prescott, buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's not like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And Beasley with it over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Well, Prescott here to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they
The only reason I ran that play is because I wanted to throw it over his head. That's it. I guess you can't do it this year. 30-14. I've been screwing around like the whole second half.
It kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like it.
And he fouled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores. Pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
They come out here in the eye. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover.
I gotta quit schooling now.
These guys will get the football back.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and then taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thompson. And he gets this one all the way up to the 24. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Smith on first down. He shakes it off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
You're telling lies. So let's say, case closed. They're monsters. There's going to have no problems.
But, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Cowboys, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, the loss here will move them back to 500.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's he said it's a them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it.
Do what?
And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said, you look like this. He make sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? And I look at my.
Do you like your seat, Dandy?